Hello everybody, welcome back to another Buy With Us video, and today we have a very special product for you. We have the new POCO M4 Pro 5G phone from POCO, which is just being launched globally, and we already have it for about a week and a half, so we can give you our first impressions. So let's dive in straight into the unboxing experience. Obviously we've unboxed the device already and we've been using it, but we want to share with you what's in the box and what you can expect. Let's put the phone aside for a second. So here you have obviously the paperwork, and inside you have these nice stickers, which is cool, and you have besides the paperwork a TPU case, which is great to have in a device like that. Also, besides the TPU case, I would like to mention that there's a plastic screen protector that is already on when you receive the device, and that's a great way to get started. Obviously, I recommend that you replace it with a silicone or a glass protector, but to begin, that's absolutely fantastic. And in an era where smartphone companies take out the charger from the box, it's nice to see that we have a 33-watt fast charger. Charges the phone for about an hour, from 0 to 100, a little bit more than an hour. We have this feels great in the hand, very good quality charger. We have a USB Type A to Type C cable, very good quality cable, and that's what you get in the box. So when you have companies don't give you a charger, here you have a fast charger, a TPU case, and a plastic screen protector already on, which is a very nice add-on. So onto the device. Here's the POCO M4 Pro 5G. So let's go over it. Here on this side, let's start with the right side. On the right side, we have the power on button, and obviously, as with other POCO devices or some POCO devices, this already functions as a fingerprint sensor, which is very nice. You have here the volume up, volume down. On top, you have the IR blaster. I'm glad that POCO and Xiaomi keep giving us these IR blasters, which are great if you want to use it for like your AC or for your TV or anything else that uses a remote control, that can use a remote control, which is a very nice addition. Here you have a secondary microphone and speaker. You have stereophonic speakers here. So you have one on top, and so you can hear better with the speakers. They have an output here. On this side, you have, it's empty beside the SIM card tray. You can use one SIM, or you can use two SIMs, or one SIM and use an SD card. So this variant comes with 6 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of internal storage. For me, that's absolutely enough for a device at this price, but if you want more, you can use the SD card slot. On bottom, you have the speaker, and here, what do you know? An aux input, so you can plug in your wired headphones, which is great, the microphone, and a Type-C charging port. So that's what you get, hardware specs for the device. So let's go over some more specs. So we have here the Dimensity 810, the MediaTek 810 Dimensity device chip. I'm not usually a big fan of MediaTek chips, but here we have a processor that does a great job. It's quick, it's reliable, and the battery life is absolutely amazing. We'll talk about it in a bit. And we have the camera. We have a 50 megapixel primary camera, an 8 megapixel ultra wide, and obviously a flash and an AI scene detection, which is supposed to give you the best results for your pictures. So let's check out the screen. We have here a 6.6 inch Full HD Plus resolution, 90 Hz display, LCD display. So obviously at these prices you get an LCD and not an AMOLED, but it's an absolutely gorgeous display for the price. So it's very bright, the colors are great, it's vibrant, and it's a joy to use this screen. Obviously, when you get the device, the first thing you do, because it doesn't come enabled from the box, go to display, the refresh rate, turn it up from 60 to 90. It makes a world of difference. Like it's another experience altogether to use the phone with a 90 Hz refresh rate. So obviously first thing you can do, you can say that this device checks in the two most boxes for a device. So all that most of us want to use. So we have a processor that's fast, that's reliable. I'm not a gamer, so these results are not. I'm not talking about games, even though games should be fine here, as this is an equivalent of about the Snapdragon 750G, which is pretty good for gaming. So we have a good processor and we have an amazing battery. So the combination between this huge 5000 milliampere battery and the processor gives you great results. I'm getting about 10-11 hours of screen on time, charging it every 2 to 3 days depending on the usage, and absolutely amazing. And you can also see the screen goes all the way to the edges, which is very nice to see. And you have that chin down there, but very nice screen, goes all the way up to the edges, and it's very nice. So besides the battery and the processor, the camera. So how is the camera? So I'll say the camera, let me make this clear. I'm talking about for the price, right? This is not the flagship phone. So for the price, the main camera is about average. You can get decent photos in daylight. You want to shoot your family, you're going to trips in daylight, so you'll get pretty good results. I'm happy with these results in daylight. But if you make things harder for the camera, the results will suffer. You know, if you want to try night shots, or do you want to try shots in a very dimly lit room, so it won't be great. And you can't expect more for a device at that price. But for the price, it's about average. And the selfie camera is an average, I'll say average plus. So the selfie camera is pretty good. It's actually pretty good, better than I expected. So overall, an average plus camera. What else do I want to show you about the device? So we have here features that usually don't come in a phone this cheap. So we have NFC here. We have an SD card slot. We have a 33 watt charging with a fast charger in the box. We have a headphone jack. The weight is about 195 grams, which is great. The phone feels great in the hand. It doesn't feel heavy at all. We have, believe it or not, we have an IP53 rating here. So you can expect splash resistance and some sort of a dust resistance, which is pretty good for a device at this price. We have a side-mounted fingerprint sensor, and you can also use face unlock, obviously. This phone comes in 3 colors. As you can see, it's about a gradient color. It changes when you change the device, when you change it into different lights. So that's nice. And you have it in black, blue, and green. I really like the color. I think it's great. I think it's nice that the frame matches the back, which is very nice. So to wrap things up, we have a device here that gives you a lot for your money. Let's see the camera for a second. I'll show you the shutter speed so you can see. We press it and it's quite fast. You can do 0.6 for the ultra wide, and you can do cropping 2 times. As you can see, it's pretty good in these lighting conditions. We'll show you some samples attached to this video. And this is the selfie camera. As you can see, I'm under very harsh lights right now, very unbalanced lights, and it's still pretty good. It looks pretty good, and I'm happy overall with this camera for the price. So to wrap things up, we have here a great device for the money. You get a great battery life, you get a fast, reliable processor, you get an average plus camera for the price. You have a great LCD display with 90 Hz refresh rate, and a huge battery, as I said. Features that you don't normally see in a device like that, like NFC, like an IP53 rating. Overall, I recommend this device if you don't want to pay thousands of hundreds of dollars for a device. You can pick this up for a very fair price. And that's it. I wish you a very nice day. I'll see you in the next one.